In a recent CBT update, there's been an interesting addition to test for Saints. A new star rune that allows our usual Saints to tap into their darker sides, even as a support. The new rune has 3 lines. Top 2 are guaranteed, and the third line has a 30% chance to show up. First line is that Molecular Heal now adds a shield up to 15% for 3 seconds. This is actually pretty nice. Currently, it has the Tuna Shield animation. It would be nice to see something more priesty though before release. The second line reads, Elegy proc chance increased up to 30%. Elegy is actually really good for instances such as Komodo Museum or Lost Isle, where the bosses remove the player's debuff frequently. Elegy makes it so that they should stick around for much longer. I've actually been weaving in Dark Shadow Slaughter in runs for a long time now to help them move along much faster. Since the base passive maxed out is 40%, with another 30, that's up to 70% chance to proc. You can see it's active when these spooky swirlies show up. And the third line reads, when using Molecular Heal, 3 enemies within 8-meter range will be affected by Dark Shadow Slaughter. This is actually really good. Auto-procking Dark Shadow Slaughter actually means being able to proc Elegy without having to weave it between other spells at all. And it also means being able to proc it during PvP passively as well. Dark Shadow Slaughter hits the mob twice for dark magic attack damage, and it's also a small AoE. So that means being able to help a bit with damage and utility, even while full supporting. So I wanted to see what else we could do with this rune, and did a little testing. It definitely does proc Lex Wings, which does mean that if you have the plus 15 Hammer of Solemn, your Lex Aeternas are upgraded to the Hammer 1 for your groups. If we did wear magic attack based gear upgrades, the damage did go up, as expected. Although I would still say this is more of a bonus spell than something to really prioritize. But it's good to know that it works as expected of the original spell and not based off your C heal, for example. If we do wear magic crit, it does proc those blue crits, though you could throw at least one source of magic crit in somewhere if you wanted to. Also for areas like the new glass time, it could take care of those pesky ore nodes. I did want to see if we could get a little crazy and proc things like stun or poison off headwear, but I found that the passive version of Dark Shadow Slaughter does not work. If I manually cast Dark Shadow Slaughter, then they do. Dummies can't be CC'd, but you can see it's working because of this shield block animation happening. But I did get some clips from some of the wild monsters. Testing with Hoddle's Wings active, what I really like was the passive DSS can proc your Fimbul's Winter passive, which means that you could help with freezing mobs as CC in groups as well. An interesting build idea would be to reduce your cast delay so you can spam Molecular Heal more often. You can use Coin Offhand, which mine isn't even maxed here, but also Cast Delay Food and Panel Guardian, and you can really start spamming this. Overall, this is a really cool addition to the Saint toolkit to utilize. What I find most intriguing about this is that we had Nidhogg based off the Dark Shadow spell kit of Saint, but it seems like they're now adding her utility back into the base adventure job with this rune. So I'm really curious to see if this sort of pattern continues with other heroes and jobs, then might even bring them back to the forefront where the hero shines over them. I really hope you enjoyed this preview and CBT test. Remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Thank you for the support to all my current members for this month: Rarusha, Knack Knack, Devil Eins, Bethkin, and Hujin. I hope to see you all again next time, adventurers.